Hey, hello everyone. Hope you all are doing great. Sorry about the delay, there was some connectivity issue, and today's topic is stretching, which, um, as discussed, that we had the plan. So, what are we going to discuss today? Is I have got about 10 to 12 exercises for you, okay, which we will be doing together, and understanding why stretching is so important, what exactly stretching does to us, and how it is so relevant for all the age groups that actually end up or probably miss out stretching. Okay, so starting with what are the kinds of stretching we have, so basically we have two types of stretching that we do. One is called a static stretch and one is called a dynamic stretch. Okay, thank you so much guys for joining in, and all those people who are gonna stay back with me. We are giving you a 1 week of training absolutely free, but you need to send me a screenshot of the last image. Okay, you got to send me a screenshot of the last image, and I'm gonna give you a 1 week of free online training, online fitness training, absolutely. Okay, so let's start off with the stretching session today. What are we going to do is take up about 10 or 12 poses, and I'm sure a lot of people do large muscles stretching anyways, but we normally tend to miss out on some very very specific and small areas like hands, foot, which actually also need an equal amount of stretch. We normally tend to miss out on that, so we are going to cover this in this session again. Okay, so starting off with the upper body. But before that, what are the benefits of stretching? So basically stretching helps you to recover from your regular workouts that you do. Very very relevant for runners, for cyclists, for people who get into gym on a regular basis, or even for that matter the fitness freaks who do all sort of workouts. If they are missing out on the stretching part, they're missing out on the recovery doesn't happen the way it should, and then you tend to develop a lot of soreness, more soreness than that is required if you're not stretching in the right way. Secondly, stretching helps you to reduce the amount of injury or reduce the level of injuries that you can have. So your frequency of injury will certainly reduce if you have been stretching on a daily basis. Thirdly, it has also shown to enhance the productivity and the lifespan if you have been stretching on a regular basis. So all the senior citizens and all the elderlies that we have, if you have not been stretching, this is definitely a good opportunity, and you should certainly look out to stretch on a regular basis. Of course, you don't need all the time, there is no need for a dynamic stretching to happen, but static stretching does play a very good role. So we are going to start with most of the static stretching that we are going to do today with you all. So let's start with the upper limb. Okay, you guys can see me. How many of you are actually stretching up with me? Come on, wave out and let me know. How many of you are actually stretching with me? Okay, great. Let me just check out the names that we have here. So we have Sakshi, Snehit, Karonda, Jaha, Jha, Ananya Gupta, Lucky Patel, Cheswanki, Faisal, a lot of people, Amit Pant, Yogesh, Harsham, Sam, Purnekar. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so let's start with the stretches now. Normally we always do biceps and tricep stretch. So this is the tricep stretch which we do. A lot of people have, of course, don't miss out on bicep stretch. They normally tend to do the tricep stretch in this manner, but most importantly what you miss out on the wrist, the stretches of the wrist, which is very very important. So you need to stretch your wrist as well as the flexors and the extensors of the elbow. So that's very very important, stretching your elbow in the right way. And this is how you do it, this way. Hold this position for about 5 to 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then relax. Do the same thing on the other side. Look, this is my hand. I am bending it on the same side and then pushing it a little bit, just to ensure that the stretch is maintained in this manner. Okay, so this is how it should be for both sides. So here when I'm holding on to my fingers, I'm actually stretching right from the elbow up to the tip of the finger, and the whole tendon and the muscle gets stretched in this manner. This is very very important for people who are working on laptops, who are also of course using mobile on a regular basis and using tabs, so you tend to develop a lot of stiffness in the fingers. So this movement really helps to ensure that you kind of stretch yourself and rejuvenate, so that there is a good amount of recovery for the fingers. Okay, and then of course most important part is the neck stretches that we do. So the neck stretches are very very simple, but all you need to do is make sure that you're stretching it in the end range. So take this up like this, and then with your thumb just push it a little bit up. Stretch it up, hold it for about 20 to 25 seconds. All the stretches that you do, you should be holding that for about 20 to 25 seconds and doing a minimum of at least 3 counts. Okay, and then again stretching it on the sides down like this. All you have to do is put a little bit of pressure from the fingers and let it go down this way. Then again we do sideways, hands on the sides, and then stretching the neck in this manner. Yeah, and again we do the same thing on the other side, this way. So this is about biceps, triceps, the neck, elbows and the fingers that we have done. One more very good stretch which you can do for your shoulders is taking the hands backward like this and then stretching it up in this manner. Hold for a count of about 25 to 30 seconds. Keep stretching it and then relax. Okay, so now I will take you to the large muscles, the muscles of the leg, and of course the back, which we normally tend to miss out in the regular stretching regime. Okay, so to start, let's start with the back. What you can do is lie down on your tummy in this way. Okay, and then hands exactly under the shoulders, and all you have to do is come up in this manner. You can put your weight on the knees. For beginners, you can put your weight on the knees. If you have been doing regularly and have a good flexibility, what you can do is come onto your toes and take off the weight completely from your hips and the knees. Raise it up like this. The moment you extend your neck further, you further stretch the spine and allow the pelvis to come down slowly and then come down slowly. So this is how you stretch your back. Okay, easy side stretch for the back can also be done by sitting in this position, crossing over and then looking on the other side of the wall. Okay, so this is when I'm doing it this way, it is stretching one side, and then again I will try and do it for the other side. So stretch it up in such a manner that you can see exactly the wall. Hold that for about 25 to 30 counts and relax. So when you do this movement, this is a static movement. All you have to do is come to that position, hold that position for a while, for about 25 to 30 seconds, and do it at least 2 to 3 times. Okay, now we change that position and again try to do it on the other side, this way. Hold that position for a while and relax. So a lot of times when we are doing outdoor workout, or even the runners or the cyclists who have been doing workout on a regular basis, so it becomes a little difficult for them to get access to a mat and probably stretch. So there are a lot of stretches which you can even do in standing position. So the large muscle stretch that I'm going to show you. So what you have to do is, this is the IT band stretch. If you can see my legs here, what I'm going to do is keep them parallel. Okay, exactly parallel. Okay, facing each other, and the feet should be facing flat on the ground, and then I'll bend forward. And when I bend forward, I'm stretching my IT band. The same thing is when you do this on the other side. So when I'm shifting this leg, the left leg, I'm actually stretching the IT band for this side, and then going forward this way, like this. Hold this position for about 10 to 15 counts. IT band is a very good stretch for cyclists as well as runners, and of course people who are into heavyweight gymming, who are doing a lot of leg exercises. IT band is definitely a good stretch. Okay, then coming to hamstrings, what do I have to do is, the leg which I need to stretch, just pull it forward, okay, knee extended, the leg which is behind is actually bending, okay, and then you come forward. If you do not have any back issues, or if you do not have a problem bending backwards, you can actually bend it in this manner. Alternately, I will also show you a stretch where you don't have to bend your back, but still try to get your hamstrings stretched. Okay, so this is how you will, again, all I'm doing is, this knee is always straight. I can show this to you in the side position also. So then the backward knee is bending, the forward knee is straight, and then I'm going down like this, as you can see. So this is an excellent stretch for the hamstrings. Okay, and then we will do glutes. I think glutes, the best idea is that we can do that in sitting position also. Standing, maybe we need a support or something. What you can do is get hold of a chair or maybe a pole or something, and then cross your legs this way, exactly leg 4 position. Okay, maybe let's say I am stretching right now. When I am raising the right leg, I am stretching the glutes for the right side, and then all you do is try to sit as if you're sitting on a chair, and as you sit, you will start feeling a stretch on the buttocks area. Okay, so this is where you stretch your glutes. Similarly, one more important muscle that we always need to stretch whenever we stretch the quadriceps, the opposite is the hamstrings. Whenever we stretch, the opposite is the quadriceps, which we need to stretch. So bend this knee in this manner, okay, and then try to take it a little backwards. Without you coming forward, just take this a little backward. If you take this a little backward, you will actually be stretching it further this way. Another option for doing quadriceps stretch, rather the best option, is Vajrasana. If you do not have a knee pain, you can actually do Vajrasana also, which is very, very beneficial for quadriceps stretch. Okay, then coming to the important stretches that we actually miss out. Okay, so here I need to show you, most of these are ankle stretches, okay, that we normally don't tend to do, because we feel that stretches which are done on the ankle area may not be so common. But people who have plantar fasciitis problem, people who walk in the house regularly, and normally do not wear footwear, they tend to have these problems. And what happens is, basically the plantar fascia, this whole area, this whole fascia is actually inflamed, or maybe sometimes the pain is limited to the sole area. Okay, so if that happens, of course there are many treatments, but the initial stage, if you do stretching, that really helps. And how can you stretch this? So simple option here is that you should start walking on your toes like this, walking on your toes. The moment you start putting weight on your toes like this, you tend to stretch you tend to stretch your plantar fascia, you tend to stretch the complete foot, okay, and that is what is needed in order to stretch. Then again, one more exercise what you can do, if you do not have heel pain, then you can actually do the stretch of walking on the heels. When you walk on the heels, this also puts a good stretch. This way. This again is a very good stretch for plantar fascia. And one important stretch we normally tend to miss out is the stretches that we do for the calf. Okay, now this is very important stretch for the runners. Okay, what you can do is get hold of a, I'm actually showing this on a chair so that you can see it properly without changing the camera position for you. So maybe you can just get hold of a wall or even a pole kind of thing, and then what you have to do is keep your foot not flat on the ground but raise it up as much as possible. And if you see the other leg is just crossing and backwards, it's absolutely flat. And when you have to feel a stretch, what you need to do is raise the heel of the other leg. Raise the heel of the other leg, the leg which is behind. Raise the heel and then push your pelvis forward. As you keep pushing your pelvis forward without you bending forward, you're not supposed to bend like this. Just keep your body straight and keep pushing forward. As you keep pushing forward, you will feel an immense stretch in the calf area. And this is something really good when it comes to runners. It's very popular, as well as it helps a lot for the runner specifically. So this was all about the stretches that we had to do today. We did stretches for the neck, we did stretches for the arms, biceps, triceps, then we did stretches for the elbow, fingers, we did stretches for the major muscles of the leg, that is hamstring, quadriceps, IT band, we missed glutes, and then again we did stretches for the calf where we involved the calf, and again we did stretches for the foot. Stretches for the foot is very important, which we most of the time miss out. So this was all about the stretching session, and I will strongly recommend you guys to continuously work on your stretches, because doing proper stretches ensures that you get into a proper recovery. If you do not do the stretches on a regular basis, you will miss out on your recovery sessions. And when do we do these stretches? Stretches should normally be done after a workout. After a workout, we normally do a cool down period. Okay, now the cool down period basically should involve a good 7 to 8 minutes of stretch, followed by a comfortable breathing of at least 90 seconds to 2 minutes. Okay, where you allow your heart rate and your overall physiological processes to come down, to slow down, so that you can actually be absolutely normal. So this is all about the session, guys, and all those who have been watching this session right from the beginning, send me a screenshot on my ID. This is my Instagram ID, and you can actually send me your photograph over there, and I will share the link with you where you can come and work out you can work out a live video. You can do a live training with us for a week, absolutely free. This is complimentary to everybody who has seen the video. And thank you so much, guys, for coming and joining this session, and hope this was fruitful for you. Go for it and take it easy. A good idea to stretch would be, as I said, after the workouts. And in the beginning, maybe you can just hold that stretch for about 15 to 20 seconds instead of directly going for about 25 to 30 seconds, and just ensure that these stretches are gradual, because people who have flexibility issues, maybe just even 10 to 15% of whatever I told you right now may be enough. But for people who have good flexibility, yes, they can go on and do these stretches for a longer period of time. Okay, so thank you so much. This is Dr. Sudarshan signing off.